let's jump right in. I'm taking the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer to prep underneath my foundation. And then next, I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer to prep my eyelids for eyeshadow. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. Most of my brushes in this video are from BH Cosmetics or Amazon. I ain't no professional makeup artist yet, so I don't buy professional expensive brushes. So I use what I got and it works perfectly fine for me. Next, I'm going to go in with the Hangin in Hawaii by BH Cosmetics palette. And I'm going to take that shade Aloha. It's like a burnt brick color. And I'm going to apply that as my transition shade in my crease. So the reason I picked up this palette is because although you can't find it at Walmart, you can find it at Ulta, and I feel like I see Ultas everywhere now. And it was pretty affordable, and even if you were to order this online, this palette's only about $12. So in my opinion, it was pretty affordable. This video is not sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts, but pumpkin spice is the superior flavor. Anywho, back to the makeup. Right now I'm going back into that BH Cosmetics palette and I'm going into the shade Hibiscus. It's this powerful orange shade. Really shows up on the skin. Cue my cat running amok like she is crazy. Anywho's, I'm applying this right underneath my transition shade. I wanted this look to be very warm, very fall-esque, very chocolate and very brown. So that's what I'm trying to give the girls. And then after that, I'm going into this deep brown shade in the Morphe 35O palette. You don't need both palettes. I just bought both. Don't judge me. Buy one or the other. Do not buy both. And then I'm applying that on the center of my lid and then blending that out and up into the crease as well. Alright, so I'm going back into the BH Cosmetics palette, taking the shade Honolulu, and I applied it to the outer corner. I expected it to be darker than the one on the inner corner. They're really like the same shade. It's just a different undertone. One is warmer than the other, and one is, you know, you get it. But anywho, I took another fluffy brush, and the brush I used with the browns, and I blended those both back and forth so I can get a better blend on that, and it didn't look too choppy. So I'm going back into the 35O palette to take that orange shade and place it in my crease. I really had trouble trying to decipher which palette I wanted to use because all the fall shades was really popping out at your girl. But I wanted to use that shade just to help me with blending. I'm going in with this nude shade to apply underneath my brow bone to kind of highlight that area and also blend that crease into the brow bone. Alright, taking that same shade I used for my brown bone highlight, I'm going to use that on my eyelid. And once I finish packing that on, I'm going to take that same brush and my fluffy brush from earlier to blend that out into my crease. Okay, I had to interject because I know y'all see it. What lace? What lace it is that you might ask, art thou on my head? But I can't even tell you because I don't even see it. All right, my favorite part, foundation. I'm taking the Maybelline. Everybody knows Maybelline, the FitMe foundation. This is the Dewy and Smooth because your girl does not have oily skin. And it is in the shade Coconut, and I'm applying that on my face. And with the affordable blending sponge by Sonia Kashuk, $5 for 2 sponges, sweetie. You know, go ahead, wet that thing up, get it right. I'm going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer to highlight underneath my eyes, the bridge of my nose, and on my forehead. And once I get done applying that, I'm going to go ahead and blend out the concealer using a Real Technique sponge, which is also found at Target or Walmart, you know, the drugstore. All right, just popping in. Want to say welcome to the channel, welcome to the vibes, especially if you're new here. Don't forget to subscribe, and those who be watching, subscribe. I can see that you be watching and not subscribed, so just go ahead and do that for me. I know I've been missing in action for a little while. I was feeling a bit discouraged with this YouTube stuff, but I'm back ready to give y'all content, okay? So just keep watching the videos, sweetie. Alright, for contour, I like to use a foundation because I feel like it gives me better undertones, specifically warmer undertones, which is what I look for in the fall. But as you can see, I tried something new and I done put too much on my face. I looked crazy. I was very much spooked. Alright, showing you guys how I fixed my mistake. I just went ahead and I blended it out to the best of my ability, and then I went back in with my foundation shade and I applied it underneath, kind of like the reverse contouring people do with powder, but I just took my foundation shade instead, and then to help me further blend out that contour mishap. So trick tip right there for y'all. So now time to set. I'm taking the Cody Airspun translucent shade. They do have a darker shade, so if y'all want to get that, I would. So for underneath my eyes, because I get real oily over there and around my nose, and to kind of keep it more so highlighted, I get a lot of powder and I kind of press it into my skin, and then I take excess powder on a fluffier brush, and then I set my whole face that way. Alright, this is a Sweet Cheeks blush by NYX. I will leave the shade down below. I leave everything that I use down below as well, because I know I didn't use too many names. And I'm going to blend that out onto the apples of my cheek and on my nose. Got that from Arnell. It's cute. I don't care what y'all say. It's very cute. And now I'm taking this Blushing in Bali palette by BH Cosmetics. It has blush shades, but they all got shimmer in it, and I'm not into that. And then they got a whole bottom row of highlights, so I'm going to take that. I believe I paid $6 for that on sale, sweetie. Buy everything on sale from BH Cosmetics. Please don't buy full price. And I'm going to take that highlight shade and apply it to my nose, the bridge of my nose, and on the side of my cheeks. So finishing up the eyes, I'm taking this warm brown shade from the 35O palette and applying it to my lower lash line. And then I wanted to do an inner corner highlight, and you see this real ugly shade. So I applied that to the inner corner and it wasn't giving what it was supposed to have gave. So I just went ahead and set my face, and then I went back to my highlight shade and I used that in my inner corner, applied my lashes, and now we're getting into lips. I have this brown NYX lip liner and I'm applying that on my mouth, obviously. And then I'm going to use a NYX, this is a matte